gonna try to keep this short and whatnot. A lot of y'all already know what's going on and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If you've been on IG lately. But this is a message for YG and whatnot. And from a real one to a real one, man, I'm asking that you please take my baby mama, you know what I mean, off your IG with her, you know, picture of her busting it all open and whatnot. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? Baby was telling me, you know, she had to go to her sisters. Her sister is going through some things and, you know, she got to handle some family issues. So I'm like, cool, it is what it is.
We interrupt this program to prescribe you with 1,000 milligrams of red vitamins.
Right here, right now, it's the right time, it's the right time, right now, tell the whole pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, tell that nigga pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down.
What's good, shout around? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne.
He just ate my ass, he wanna switch. Now I'm eating his ass, eating his ass, eating a nigga. He just ate my ass, he wanna switch.
Okay, so in this video clip here, which comes from TikTok, the land or the app of the waist, you have this grown sister playing inappropriate music in front of her daughter. And the caption to this TikTok is me telling my daughter everything because she's my only friend. Now, this is absolutely disgusting. It did go viral. And it is, whether you want to believe it or not, an accurate representation, unfortunately, of black women in this country. Okay? You have a woman exposing her young daughter to such vile music, talking about eating a man's groceries. Okay? Why does this child know what this even means? She's having adult conversations with a child. It's absolutely ridiculous. But this happens on a daily basis. This happens on the regular. Okay? And it needs to stop. It needs to stop, but it won't. And it's only getting worse. All right? More and more, we start seeing more and more of these videos coming out. Like the video I showed you of the little girls twerking. Or the video I showed you of the little boy getting some twerk from a grown woman. Right? Or the little girls who were twerking at McDonald's, being encouraged by their ratchet baby mama. And as you can see, she is a bonnet menace. And she's teaching her daughter to do the same thing. She has a child out of wedlock, obviously, because her daughter's her only friend. It looks like they don't got barely any furniture. Probably, you know, living off of the government's teat. And the rest is history. And yes, you guessed it. This is absolutely in Atlanta. My home. So y'all saying, oh, well, there's plenty of girls. Oh, there's a 6-to-4 ratio of women in Atlanta. How y'all ain't finding love? Because this is the 60% of people who are women. This is who they are. I'm telling you. And if they don't have a kid, a lot of times they're even wilder. This kid, this young lady probably slowed her down. And that's a fact. So, I mean, I don't see how y'all are still defending this. What black women need to do is look in the mirror and then look at your peers. Are you correcting this behavior when you see it? Because y'all are telling black men to correct. Oh, well, if you got a friend and he a deadbeat, correct the behavior. Check him. Y'all need to check y'all friends. We're trying and we're dying over it. These super girls, they're shooting us for checking up. Hey, bro, you need to go see your kid, man. What you say? And they shooting you over that. So we're dying over it. We're trying to check. But are y'all checking y'all sisters for raising these thought pocket cheering who running out here getting pregnant at 10, 12, 11, 13 years old? Are y'all checking them? Y'all checking y'all sister who, you know, is playing inappropriate music in front of her kids, having her kids hit the blunt? Remember I showed you that video too? I mean, it's getting wild out here, y'all. So, I mean, this is why brothers are SYSBM. This is why brothers are MGTO dub. This is why brothers are passport bros. Exactly this right here.
Bitch, I'm like, they finna harass me the minute I walk up in here. Nor do I give a fuck. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have an abortion. That's okay. No, but I just want you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, it's okay. I'm gonna do it regardless. No, thank you. It's okay. No, thank you.
To be able to save the life of this baby, the baby has a mission.
The baby been swimming in Casamigos. I gotta go.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that there's so many ways that we can help you. That this is not it. This is not the way.
No, thank you.
Wow. So, as you guys can see, this is a black woman going into the Planned Parenthood, and Christian pro-life activists are waiting outside, exercising their First Amendment right and saying, hey, you can't do this. That baby has a mission. That baby has a life. That baby is ordained by God. All right? That baby has a mission. You can't do this. You can't delete your own child. Trying to talk morality with this woman, trying to talk humanity into this woman and humanize the child that she believes or has been indoctrinated to believe is a clump of cells. Right? But guess what? Guess what? She thinks it's funny. She thinks it's cute. She thinks it's a joke. And she's filming herself and then tries to say, oh, this baby been swimming in Casamigos. Well, that just shows you what type of woman she is right now. She drinking all the time, partying all the time. The baby been swimming in Casamigos. She doesn't take having an abortion seriously. I hope this woman is barren after this abortion, because we know the likelihood of you not being able to have another child raises significantly after aborting, right? So it's absolutely ridiculous. But you have black women lining up 100 miles per hour to abort their children, more than any other demographic by far, and it's not even close. Why is that? This is planned. This has been orchestrated. And they're the main ones talking about, oh, fight the power, da 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 da. But then they're over here killing our numbers. If black women decided never to have abortions in the beginning, we would have a 50%, maybe even a majority demographic in this country. But instead, black women elected to abort at higher rates than any other race, so much so that we have a negative birth rate in the black community. And y'all know we ain't stopped having kids, so how is that possible? Because they're taking out more than they're having. And I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. You know, but this is going to continue. This is why our numbers have not increased, you know, in association with other demographics, and other demographics are having low birth rates as well. But I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous that she doesn't take this seriously, that she maybe didn't, you know, sit down in prayer before making this decision. Sit down and get on your knees and humble yourself and talk to God and say, hey, God, if you want me to have this baby, I'm all yours. Use me. Use the child. I'm going to fight through it. I'm going to be swinging and fighting for my child. That's what we want to hear out of our women, because y'all are telling us that y'all are the most nurturing, y'all are the most this, y'all are the most that, but then you're over here aborting your children at 100 miles per hour. It doesn't make sense. You can't be a nurturer and also be deleting your kids. And that just goes to show that these women are not good stewards of children. A lot of them shouldn't be around children, to be quite frank. But this is what we have in the community. This is what they want us to marry. This is what they want us to commit to. This is what Dr. Umar is begging us to fall down on the sword for, even though he has children out of wedlock with a baby mama that he couldn't make it work with. Right? I wonder why.
I'm going to try to keep this short and whatnot. A lot of y'all already know what's going on and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If you've been on IG lately. But this is a message for YG and whatnot. And from a real one to a real one, man, I'm asking that you please take my baby mama, you know what I mean, off your IG with her, you know, picture of her busting it all open and whatnot. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? Baby was telling me, you know, she had to go to her sisters. Her sister is going through some things and, you know, she got to handle some family issues. So I'm like, cool, it is what it is. You feel me? You know, I wake up, text message, DMs going crazy like, nigga, ain't this your baby mama? Damn. You know what I'm saying? So I go over to YG Instagram. Baby mama on there busting it open, going crazy. Niggas all in the background cheesing and smiling. Got me looking like a straight goofy, you feel me? And you know what I'm saying? And niggas like, oh, if that's your baby mama, you need to keep her in check. You know what I'm saying? Baby, don't listen. You feel me? And you know, now I'm out here looking like a goofy, you feel me? So, like I say, man, if you're a real one, I'm asking that you please take my baby mama down.
Wow. So here's what I'm gonna do first, because a lot of guys are clowning them, all this stuff. Shout out to this brother. They're telling us to, you know, lay it out there, tell people how we feeling, if we hurting, if we going through it, let people know. Obviously, there's no way that he could contact YG except on social media to get this taken down, and it is embarrassing, all right? But he, like a good man, is falling on the sword, and I see that Jesus Peace pendant, so I am gonna go out on a limb and say that he is a brother in Christ, right? And as a brother in Christ, guess what? We're going to embrace him, and we're going to acknowledge that he, you know, obviously is going through a lot. He married a harlot, okay? He married one of these women that King Lemuel's mother taught us not to get involved with, okay? He got himself involved with one, and he didn't know, okay? He said she doesn't listen. She doesn't listen. He tell her to do something, she won't do it. He tell her to do something, she do the opposite. She lied to him and said she was with her sister. This is why girls' night out are very dangerous. This is why girls' trips are very dangerous, because these women be lying. And they say they're going for this, and they're going for a whole different thing. So as you can see, she probably got told by a friend at a club. She probably a waitress or a bartender or whatever. And she got a friend at a club who said, oh, YG gonna be in here, and he throwing money for bitches who getting on the pole. And guess what the first thing she do? Get on the damn pole. So when you are dealing with an attractive woman, because, I mean, I'm keeping it a buck. I saw the original footage, or I saw the original picture. She's pretty hot, all right? And we're not going to take that away from her. Over here, we're not going to be like, oh, man, she's an ugly slut. No, she might be a slut, but she's a hot slut, okay? And when you are dealing with a bad chick like that, a bad bitch, as they like to call it, right? You have these bad bitch problems sometimes, all right? Only sometimes, if you're dealing with a bad bitch who comes from, obviously, a single mother household and whatnot. But if they come from a two-parent household and she's a baddie, then a lot of times that's what you really want, right? No tattoos, two-parent household, not hurting for money, that type of thing. But these women, when they're baddies and they're desperate and they ain't never had nothing, they can't wait to turn 18 and use their beauty to get rich. Now, a lot of them blow the money, and some of them invest responsibly and do, you know, great things with it, right? But it looks like she is going down the path of least resistance and pretty much skipped the line to celebrities. I wouldn't be surprised if she smashed one of those guys down there. So this is the pretty privilege that we talk about women exhausting all the time. And that's why it's so hard to trust these modern women, especially if you're dealing with a very attractive woman in a big city, because they get opportunities like this and then they go and exploit them. They go and abuse them, knowing that they have a guy at home. And then they're going to call this guy insecure because he wants his baby mother to be looked at with some type of modicum of respect, right? Because he has a child with this woman, and he wants his child to look up to his mother and say, My mother is a distinguished woman. She's a virtuous woman. She is a meek and mild woman. She loved me. She nurtured me, and she made it work with my father, right? A lot of them, they like to talk about brothers as deadbeats. This is what we running away from, point blank, because a lot of y'all are just hoes and you can't tell them to do nothing.
Still getting hit up about this situation with my baby mama, and to make matters worse, blogs posting it, and it's my B-Day. I'm not even trying to deal with this stuff, bro. Not even trying to think. I'm trying to enjoy my day, whatnot. But I got a question. It's like, when did 99% of the male population become super P? All of a sudden, niggas is sugar-free and Sauce Walker and got the formula and know how to control and lead females. Niggas all in the comments, he and ha, nigga, you a clown, you laughing, when I can guarantee 99% of you niggas are dealing with a female right now that act just like my baby mama, or you dealt with a female that act like my baby mama. So you would think y'all be in the comments like, you know what, I've been there before, man, you just gotta move forward. No, but niggas is, oh, nigga, she for the streets laughing because it's me. But if it's you, oh, you mad. You breaking her phone. You know what I'm saying? You breaking her car, when you slashing her tires, acting a fool over the female instead of just practice it what you preach. Oh, just let her go. Oh, she for the streets. Nah. When did all of you niggas become super P and Max?
Yep.
What book did you guys read? I'm still...
Yeah, and he's got a point. Now, here's the thing. If they did read The Rational Male by Rollo Tomassi, maybe they could, you know, be super P. But here's the thing. He's right. A lot of guys are talking about, oh, you a simp, you this, that, and the third, and they don't even have their woman under control at the crib, all right? They don't even know where their woman is at. She at the strip club, she on OnlyFans, she doing this, she doing that, and y'all are laughing at this guy. And here's the thing, he mentioned Sugar Free and Sauce Walker. See, here's the thing with those guys. They were willing to do things that most men are not willing to do in order to have financial success, all right? They essentially sold their soul, all right? They're doing intercourse videos and selling them, and they're allowing their woman and the mother of their children to do that as well. Now, I can understand if he was doing it and nobody knew who he was and it was just, you know, POV, dangling style. But no, that's not what he's doing. He's putting face to, you know, to content, and he's basically another Adam 22. All right, and most men don't really want to do that, and they don't want to be smashing their girl on camera and then putting it out there in the world for the world to see whether it's gonna bring them a whole bunch of money or not. Okay, so people in the comments saying you should have just pimped that bitch. She wanted to be for the street. You should have pimped her. You should have had her on this. You should have had her on that. You should have been making money off the bitch. Look, man, it's not that easy, because some women don't want to be controlled in that way. They don't want you to have control of their finances. They're not finna bring that bag back to you, no matter how good the D is. Some women will just not do that. And then if you're suggesting this and suggesting that, she gonna be like, you ain't never built nothing in your life, and I'm doing better than you. So she's going to be able to talk down to you because she's making $3K a night by dancing in the club, butt naked and spreading it wide open. Spread eagle for YG. So a lot of guys are talking out of the side of their neck, talking about, oh, I would have her doing this, I'll have her doing that. Man, you ain't finna have her doing nothing but what she wants to do. And the only way that you're gonna have her doing that is if she's really in love with you, y'all really set up a business plan together, and she's down for the cause 100%. You know, a lot of the things that dudes are suggesting, oh, well, she out there, she might as well do it anyway, under the tutelage and, you know, guidance of a man, becomes a crime. All right, it becomes, you know, intercourse trafficking, and guys, they're not willing to risk all that for returns that are not steady, right? Especially when these women are involved in intercourse work. They want to take a break every damn, you know, they don't want to do it all the time. They don't want to have to take pictures all the time. They don't want to have to, they're not going to commit 100%. They don't want to make content every single day. They don't want to put out masturbation videos every single day. These things, guys, I'm telling you right now, it's harder than it looks, all right? It's hard to get a woman to consistently put out content, consistently do this, consistently do that, especially when it has to do with intercourse work, because their feelings get involved. You have to have pretty much a woman who completely had killed all type of soul and ego as it pertains to being guided by a man for that type of management. I mean, it's a lot that goes into it. is all I'm saying. So I don't blame this brother for what happened. You know, obviously his girl, she gonna do what she want to do. Sometimes, guys, you just can't stop her from going back to the streets. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Like J. Cole said, a lot of dudes are like, man, you fumbled the bag with a baddie. Bruh, if she's a thought, then you didn't fumble anything. You could even get a virgin and lose that because she wants to experience other men. So, you know, it's not just cut and dry in the way that you guys want it or wish to believe it to be, especially when you're in the field. I think this brother was doing all that he can, okay? He ain't super rich. He ain't a rich ninja. You know, he can't do the big bank take little bank. Hey, big bank take little, but he can't do that. He can't talk that talk. He can't, you know, he can't walk that walk. He can't address his woman in that way because he don't have the funds to prove it. So, I'm just saying, man, like, it's so funny how dudes just become Mac Daddy player online, but then in their real life, for one, they're dating an ugly ass chick. I'm talking about ugly, fat, doesn't go to the gym, not in shape, not hot, not a baddie. At least he got him a baddie, and she's a baddie, all right? And he smashed, he had a kid with her. That is obviously a big mistake, but at least he's in the field getting baddies. A lot of y'all are talking out of the side of y'all neck, and y'all ain't, for one, y'all ain't never had no pussy, and then for two, you're dealing with a woman who is not attractive at all. I'm talking about ugly, mid, right? Worse than mid, sub 5, whatever. So, you know, I respect the brother for speaking out and letting people know what's going on, because it's a cautionary tale, and, you know, it makes for great content. So anyways, you already know what it is. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Send your relationship request to the email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so I know you're paying on time, man. Y'all need to be on your mark freaking name with the BS. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.